Okay, we found 14 vulnerabilities, and really I think that a lot of them are important. In fact, all of them are important. The main one, I think, which Leanne has mentioned, is the issue of triple BEE partnerships and the fact that this is causing a lot of contention in the mining industry, especially with there being a lot of political appointments being made, and as well as the fact that a lot of BEE individuals are being included in mining, are being included in mining activities because of what the current legislation says in terms of the charter and so forth. But unfortunately, the industry is very hyper politicized, and that is a huge issue. I think the second highlight, which it's a very common one, which I think everybody knows about, is the issue of community consultations, and it's a very, very serious issue, and the people on the ground are the ones that are suffering the most because of a lack of, firstly, stringent legislation, and secondly, because of the fact that even the legislation that is there, weak as it may be, it's not being followed. One of the major challenges is the online application system, which is right at the onset of the application system, and the fact that that online application system is not functioning at all, it's a huge issue, because that's where the process is meant to begin. And so I would point that one out. And like I said, I think that from the few that we've put together, it's very difficult to pick what is more and what is less important. But another one, aside from SAMRAD, which is the online application process, I think we could also say it would be the issue of the lack of uniformity across the provinces, because already there is industry uncertainty, and already different stakeholders are following different procedures in different provinces, and it's a huge issue, because it just makes you see that, well, if I want to get this application process faster, I should go to, for instance, the Northwest, and so that is, I would pick those two just off the top of my head amongst all 14 of the vulnerabilities identified. We classified our recommendations into 4 groups: to community members, to civil society, to mining companies, and to government. And really, to civil society and community members, it's for there to be, it's education, education, education. We really need to empower community members. We really need to ensure that they know their rights, that they're made aware that they are part of the process and they do have a voice. To mining companies, really it's to ensure that they comply with the legislation. It is to ensure that they comply with the SLP commitments. It's to ensure that the man on the ground is just as important as the CEO inside the office. And to government, we had several recommendations, but the ones that I think are really important is monitoring, ensuring that commitments that are being made are seen through to completion, and another one also is legislative and policy intervention. One of the participants mentioned the fact that even if we do follow the law, rights will still be trampled upon, and that is because the fact is the legislation is not strong enough to protect the rights of the people, and it's currently protecting a very small minority. And so those would be the highlights of the recommendations that I would speak to.